Hi, I'm Margie and welcome to my kitchen today. Here I have salmon I'm going to make. I'm going to bake it with spices. And the reason that I chose to make salmon for you today is because Valentine's Day is coming up in a few days and I wanted to make something that was good for our hearts. The salmon has omega-3s in it which have been proven to help you with high blood pressure, depression, coronary artery disease, the pain of arthritis. So it is such a good food for you, and 2 servings of this a week would be really what the recommended daily allowance is for the omega-3s. And here I have these 2 pieces really are more like 4 servings. A serving of the salmon, which if it sort of fits in the palm of your hand, that's what 1 serving would be. So I'm going to get started by showing you the spices that I use. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of oil, this is olive oil, just a tiny bit, and just rub it around on the pan. Okay, then I'm going to place, now I've washed these fish, I've rinsed them off with water, and I'm just going to place them in the pan with a little bit of space in between. Let me wash my hands. Now I have my oven set at 350 and the rack in the oven is in the middle. And so I'm going to brush a little bit. Since I just washed my hands, I'm going to try to brush a little bit of oil on. Now since I just washed my hands, I'm going to start by just putting a teeny bit of oil. This is olive oil again. I'm just going to brush that on the top of my salmon and on the sides. Sometimes I think this helps to make it a little bit crispy on the top. I do this when I broil the fish as well. Okay, now in my spice mixture here, I have a combination of paprika, pepper, dill, parsley, and a little bit of salt. And if you like, you can add a little bit of sugar. That will help to crisp the top up also, but I didn't use any in here today. There are a couple of products on the market that you can buy that are wonderful for seasoning fish. Chef Prudhomme has a collection of spices that he uses on all sorts of things, and one is just for salmon, which is really wonderful. I'm not trying to be an advertisement, but I did try it the other day and I thought it was fantastic. So anyway, you can actually just choose any spices that you like and you can use those too. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little of this on my fish. You could put a squeeze of lemon if you like. So I went ahead and I did slice a little bit of lemon and I squeezed a little lemon over it. You can also grate a little onion and rub that onto your fish also. I don't want to make this very complicated because really it's so easy to do this if you just put the fish into the pan and put your favorite spices on it. Now I'm going to bake this at 350 for about 25 minutes. It all depends on the thickness of your fish. You certainly don't want to overbake it so it's dry. You may want to cook it until it's just a little bit pink inside at the thickest part. I'm going to take the salmon out, take a look at it. It's been 20 minutes, not 25 minutes. I just want to make sure. It really does look beautiful right now. I don't know how well you can see that. I can pick this up without burning my fingers off. Get another pot holder here. See how really pretty that is? One way to tell though if it's cooked to your liking, because everybody feels differently, and I hate to really do this, but this is the thickest part. And that to me, it looks like it could use a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and cook a little bit more. It's very, very pink inside. So now the way that was cooked may have been just fine for some people. I like it a little bit more baked. It certainly won't hurt you if it's a little bit pink inside. It actually tastes very good that way. So you can really just take a look at it and see how you like it and try it different ways. I'm going to leave that back in the oven probably just for about 5 more minutes, because when you take it out of the oven and it sits, it also does continue to cook a little bit. Now I've taken this out and it's nice, it's sizzling nicely. I'm just going to show you. That looks wonderful for me. Now, like I said, fish can really be eaten. This salmon, when it's nice and fresh, I mean, they make sushi out of it, so people eat it raw. So don't worry about it. If it's a little bit pink inside, that's really the way people like to eat it the best. But if you want to have it a little more well done, don't worry about it. It's going to be delicious. So thanks for joining us today, and I will see you soon.